The story of the Burger Boys and the Johnson crew. The Burger Boys and the Johnson crew were formed in the mid to late 80s. What started as a group of friends trying to defend their neighborhood and community from the far right and extremists descended into gang warfare with the rise of crack cocaine and heroin. The gangs took up their name in the mid-90s because of where they usually met up. The Burger Bar on Soho Road and the Johnson's Cafe on Heathfield Road. In the early days, they had a common enemy, which was the Yardies. These gangsters from Jamaica were running the show and had control of the drugs in the local area. Both the Johnsons and the Burger Boys wanted a piece of the action. The British-born men knew they had to be more brutal and feared than the Yardies, so they started acting out in violence. They started to extort some of the Yardies through fear and slowly but surely began to take over the drugs empire. Nathan and Johan Martin were brothers associated with the Burger Bar Boys. They had a promotional company called Dynamite Entertainment, which booked music and comedy acts in the Birmingham area. In 2001, Johan was charged with murder, but the case was dropped after the Crime Prosecution Service offered no further evidence in court, although he was in prison for gun charges. Nathan had also been in trouble with the law. He had a previous conviction for attempted robbery and also for escape of custody. On the 6th of December 2002, Johan was in a white Mercedes SLK which he had hired a week before. He went to go and visit friends in West Bromwich. As he sat in the car, another vehicle pulled over and shot him twice. He died from his injuries. 18-year-old female Chantella Falconer, who was a hardcore member of the Raiders gang associated with the Johnson's crew, was arrested. She was found to be instrumental in Johan's death and was charged with his murder. Nathan Martin was keen to get revenge for his brother. Nathan knew that on New Year's Eve, some of the Johnson crew would be attending a party at the Uni 7 salon. Nathan recruited his best friend, Michael Gregory. Gregory's sister had been Johan's partner and was the mother to his child. Nathan also recruited Marcus Ellis, who at the time had become number 2 in the Burger Bar Boys gang. His own father had once been part of the earlier version of the gang and had served 6 years in prison for manslaughter after killing a love rival. Charlene Ellis, her twin sister Sophie, and their cousin Cheryl, plus their friend Letitia, were almost inseparable. Just a week earlier, the sisters and their cousin had taken part in the talent show. They went by the name Bombshell Ladies. On the night of the party, Cheryl's mother and her partner brought them to the nightclub. This is when they took the now infamous photo. The party moved from the Rosie O'Brien nightclub over to the Uni 7 salon. It soon became a sweatbox because there was too many people there. So the 4 girls decided to go and wait outside to get some fresh air. Rodrigo Sims was also at the party. Although he was a Burger Boy and the event was being held in Johnson territory, he was safe as the building belonged to one of his family members. But he was actually there as a lookout for the Burger Boys. He'd been in constant communication with Michael Gregory. Michael, Nathan and Marcus were parked at a nearby street. Marcus handed Nathan the MAC-10 machine gun and he himself loaded a 9mm. They were looking for payback. The girls had returned it inside, but once again it had become too hot, so they decided to go back outside again. Within a few minutes of being back outside, Cheryl spotted a red Mondeo driving slowly towards them. She saw the gun pointed out of the window and the man was wearing a balaclava. Marcus was concentrating on hitting one of his rivals, but with the rage of losing his brother, Nathan shot indiscriminately. For him, it didn't matter that there were women there. The Johnson crew had lots of female members and one of the females was also charged with his brother's murder. So for him, it was fair game. Charlene was the first to die. One bullet smashed through her arm, the second hit her shoulder, and the third went through her face and lodged in her brain. Letitia was hit 4 times, with the fatal bullet going through her lungs and heart. Sophie was hit in the chest and arm, while Cheryl was hit in the hand. The latter two both survived from the injuries, but tragically, Letitia and Charlene were both killed. The twins' brother and Cheryl's cousin, Michael Ellis, rushed to the scene. After hearing what had happened, he was a Johnson's member. He called one of the rival gang members from the Burger Bar Boys, his half-brother, Marcus. He told him, "Yo, look, I just killed my sister." So in fact, Marcus had been involved in the killing of his own sister and cousin and the shooting of his other sister. All four men were soon apprehended and charged with murder. They all received life sentences.